Yebesi toilets, amamu. Yebesi toilets. In all, Yebesi 8-unit toilets, 4 8-unit toilets, 32 toilets in all, among the people of Agogo.
After all these things, Shadiabano. Oye show Bunsam, Mamufino, Oye show Bunsam. Now, President Mahama to receive final Constitutional Review Committee report on December 22nd. Now, this is a very important year. Asema, I was a Ghana for Yina, Yamadi, Yenikoho. Yeah. On say at Ghana Sisia. For almost a year, yet see a whole committee say, Ghana ni bia wo Ghana bia o adwenkyerɛ efa constitution na ebo Ghana ho bra no bibia ohwa wa adwene etochema wo ho anase onti ase yie nyoma bia wo hu ni se ewo se ye ni sei na de wo constitution no enye nyoma bia opese ye free constitution nim ene nyoma bia opese ye de ka constitution ho no ye de committee tina ho se Ghana fo nko ho obi a oye Ghana ni bia oye CPP ni o oye MPP ni o oye NDC ni o oye Ghana ni nko ade ubetumi akọ committee no ho wachro wano ase anase opeso wankasa de wanim ko a moye group moye den ekuo for a whole year committee we tenase etwen Ghana for say constitution na a few years ago na nyina eti Ghana ka say we need to amend the constitution, we need to touch the constitution because say time Akufo-Addo power Sibia Manfo who the way power was being abused, the way another Danko Kuffour was taking advantage of a power na the man no. A lot of people were making arguments to say we need to amend the constitution. We need to amend the constitution. We need to make sure some things in the constitution no you say no. Professor Evans Fifi Atamils, may he so rest in peace. And started a constitutional review. Professor Mills and Tumen and John Mahama Baye. John Mahama Baye went to me. Nana do Danko Akufo-Addo bedru ye. Wan fa ne nsanka wan nya hwe. Eno ane so kan ho asem na ujato ho. John Mahama Baye no say a lot of Ghanaians have raised issues about the constitution. And he believes say ebeye say ye nyina as Ghanaians we will pay attention and also contribute to the amendment of the constitution. Whether ye be kan ho anase ye bi efrim, let's all review the constitution. Inti we did not even put age limit on it. Yes, so you Ghana ni nkwana say Osha constitution na say bibi nkoye na opese ye ni ye be part of the conversation. There's a reason why I'm taking my time to explain this. So Mahama Ba power 1 year ni a committee was put together. It was officially announced on TV, on radio. Yak di hun komo nyina obi ama Mahama share boss so be the president. The first thing obey say constitution na nipa bebre eti TV so the radio so allo lawyers omne na nam Ghana. A lawyers among shada enter to go nam Ghana omunimum bra nyina no. John Mahama say obi president obi be constitution na yen hwem. De wadwene ya wo say obo enjo so a enko ye no yen nyina yen twro ho asem yen ko kire adwene na ye wie a ye di ho dwuma for a year. This constitutional review committee omo tenase etwen Ghana for morning ekosi evening. Dwuma cross omo kodi no omo ndi. They always waited for Ghanaians to come and tell them say constitution no we woman meninje ho anke betima sesem a sa word we de e ma nipa bi kura nya tumi dodo e bia tumi e de ma nipa we no ano edin ye tena Ghana 1 year ya tena Ghana constitution na e betumi decide who becomes president, constitution e betumi decide how parliament will work, constitution e betumi decide how our judiciary will work effectively. Constitution na ebetime decide say obi be the president ne term near 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 6 years. Constitution ebetime decide say so obi di 1 term na so we ndi antoa so 2 terms sa nipa no say kwan be dem ebia obetime di bia toa so anase ontumi sa constitution decide no ye ma won kwan say yenko ne yenko kire ya adwene. This is the constitution that can decide that. It is sa constitution when bit match say chief justice sebio or chief justice normal ba ku mienu men sebio oye na enya o se yi no constitution bit match sa same constitution bit match say president bi o odi na aban so wie na yetu na okotene fia how many years na o se man say be prosecuting na say to be prosecuted a constitution bit match John Mahama ne ndc bie to say yen kire ya adwene yen ko constitution nim na yen ko ka this same constitution bit match says Sebio, so be the president 4 years. Na embrebe dem, na osa be the president 4 years, and a consecutive, and I say, a chess side department must say the Biaka constitution, no matter who any pan in the count. Ye be a constitution to say Ghana for Nina, MPP 4, CPP. Obian kono ko kire na adwene na yan kire nyomem na yan review constitution no 1 year. Enkwasiafo we tena social media. Indwan we tena Peace FM, OK FM, Adom FM. Enkwasiafo we your press conference. Instead of them to pay attention to what is important, majority of these fools who will be screaming tomorrow, they not pay attention to the Constitutional Review Committee. Eti samemi ya Ghana ni na ye be a committee report committee ni so omu review constitution ena me se me dojo mahama ena me koye ena me fa nipa 50 di mechi ena ye nyina ko na se woni bibi ye huni se John Mahama amemo no obo sebio ye ni ji ho ewom se ase also be the president 4 years and a maximum 8 years 2 terms. Na yadwiri ye say ye ma John Mahama nko biem constitution dey na kire ye huni say constitution dey kan ye dey empene so ye besan ke ye ni say na constitutional review committee for etie no ma hwese nyanse o ma na say nyanse nim na another course was aba saa time nyina na wote movement TV na wujimi saa time nyina wote Adom FM na wujimi wote Insra FM na wujimi saa time nyina na wakotena sempa na wukikemu na committee no ete ho anopa ewia enwumbre se bra na be kire adekudie ntia se Kevin Taylor na be ka say yenyema no na ohuni say yenye ni say adekudie ntia eni say ya odo kwase ati radio so te party headquarters kem and the committee na omo review constitution no omo wi omo dwuma omo to gate nim kekra na constitution review committee no omo tenase no omo tie obia no mo so ehwe constitution nim de also omo dane no de also omo ye ni ye because Ghana for na constitution ye omo dia de Ghana for hu ni se eya omo pe no dodo no pe no anyansa wo no ene na review committee no ebehwe edi sa de we ochina ade bechi na constitutional review committee no report na kire se e wo se oba ne oba ware o Ghana why na wo Ghana obetumi akontokwa because at the end of the day ye beji atum so ochina sa constitutional review committee we kodu Mahama ho na report ne kire se John Mahama sebio and the Ghana no obi eto wi ya obetumi de akwa kogina national television anu wi o TV so edi se ye chi no why na ene John Mahama ne constitution e kokon won se mumu dodo no magimi na mudi MPP echi ade we ye pa mo chew constitutional review committee wo ho constitutional review committee wo ho monfa ma asem nkoto omanim. There were some people who were very, very serious. They want something done. Into amukoye. Committee ni su tie omo. Committee ni je report. Committee ni chire adwene. Committee ni je obi adwene no mo so chire omo adwene no mo hwehwe nsemu. Committee na your report na wie. We a constitutional review. Also tia say sa review o ma ye we o come president. Na president so e boss ko parliament. Na ye gituma asa bibie ni wa obetuma aye na mibusa o ade na hawo no utumi koka kire committee no ade na hawo no say opese OSP tina office obi antumi fa nsanka OSP office OSP to be independent for 30 years no ade na hawo no okoka kire committee ni say constitutional emma embo OSP who buying for 20 years obi antumi fa nsa okokan ye because ni enjiska o party form penifo na omudi wenim na omo ka se enne de obi ebu mmra kom no ye ma omo akwanya se omo nko na omo nko kire omo adwene na omo me nhwehwe constitution ne ye ndese desem na nyoma ye ntenten sa o party executives no why ne call ye ko kire na no asem ko ka se we ni ye pese eye de sei o party penifo no bi ye bibi sa we dey mo mo jimi o MPP for na mudi nwan we echi And I make a chance say, learn, follow the principle, the constitution, the rules. Amebo is simple. Obian to me si Ghana. So we dim run swa. So why anya kwasia mo bia? Obian to me si. Inti ye bie ade we for 1 year. Obia anko omo ehi omo no mo koye. Omo hi omo mo koye so mko kan wasem no. Nipa etie e ma ya hwehwe mu yemu se we de ye we de nye. Inti ochina. If tomorrow you could be a constitution near Jitum, near Casa, President Fufrobi Obebiano, Obetube the president 10 years, sir. Are you going to fight? Why not? Are you going to fight the constitution? Are you going to fight the constitution? Ebia Kobiema, near Frebi Electoral College boom. Yes, are you going to blame the constitution? Ebia review you know. I bet you say, wow, we need a highest number of regions. So what are we winning Ghana elections? Are you going to fight? Did you go there to tell them you don't want that and that will not help? Ebia minuti ebia review we muno obi waka say eye committee we the constitution no the person kamuye bibi there were 16 regions you person esia no abana yeto no party be winning so many regions are automatically also winning power and found number no eye the say pe uko kan wo counter argument say o mpene na ogidi say uko kan ye wanko inti ebiem na constitution ye gitum say and ekoto about china na say wo be wini a regions do one where we need elections are only wine na ekokon ayila law when ya brain na mudi kojo opon kroma ohwe ponu abeke kankwasi asem Jaxalansa obolekin na kojo opon kroma hwe Jaxalansa obolekin na kojo opon kroma hwe otumi hwe from 4:30 na nanikum afi na okoda ahomache Jaxalansa oyini rasta guncha na obolekin what the I didn't hear the sisters hey one a friend phone mobi and friend phone spam I didn't hear the sisters ano Jaxalansa bolekin kojo opon kroma salansa and I mebu some say ano ya be constitution ni agitum wi a dia wo mpe no ebetena wo so te se testicles dia woni nje ho no ene na ebetena wo so te se testicles intide bia ka kire mo se bibi ba mama mfa gidigidi mo mama adwini mrefie na mo ntie de ekọ na mo ndi mra so inti ochina o ye ko bia constitution we mu na review ni kire se so obi di president enne na sebio odi 4 years na 8 years bedam finfin na osabedi na constitution ni kire se enya consecutive nti nipa no be se dibiema woni hwan na ekoko ye bie constitution to wo se brane andwendwene ho ne enda ne dan nyoma ne entene okoye
yeah what be this pen to be down father be family writing for the Ghana rapper them dead look at this cook why you be that no into me fre IGP them running and check our blood oh say give me look I get the quine and the remember the million quine am we jam come on what you see
Otemusa testicles kwana waka wanu achsem watna wa banatija ojin say eyedede ene TikTok so kasa na jimi ene de chechire man wama weni anna ho na mumpenifo mu di munim enim nyansa mo weni anda ho a weni bete no na wo yakwa inti kwam yogurt ka kire mo be man kofo bi atena mo so se testicles kwam yogurt no I am fine rapper Mr. Panasempa another good wonderful rapper I and on you sika already or chere west kwam yogurt no I wababedu inti this review committee on my yejuma na wie yatum into ochina say the president receive near the parliament na parliament so estampo so a eno ano no ohini bie ni Ghana obetuma sesa no ewi bie ni Ghana obetuma sesa no no political party can change what is in the constitution into you people memo obi an sorry metina radio sin kasa me na me call law school ha you know me and the legal terms and we don't agree kwasia ye ka se ko ne ko kire wa adwene okoye sorry. You can't say kwana kochira wa adwene no okoye. Wanko. Now way now to TikTok. Kochira wa adwene u general secretary at radio so hwede na oka.
There be now what show says how agenda now open. Ghana for betiase. Or what shows so bedru or empo party now omukran. What shows so munya bepin do ye. You may risk so besa no man, but we never know tomorrow. Obi a man for ye din or more trans and chess sebi or man or mortgage man this phone. Or in chess or man or more doors sing Ghana for ye a kite abonting. Nipa ma akonya no first year see a show. Na new year buy almost so inflation akofom. Yeso dollar akofom. Ye sha se na mo bonko mo baba so my idea. And then mo ko bab catches inflation no so from. Most dollar no from. Na so o man scanim. Contractors air complain still. Said yin chair ka ye ho kire. And na cement bu okosoro. And then fried to normal ye to aduane ye no normal bu okosoro. And now omo akuafo esu. Say normal boka. And if we say sa normal way air cost electricity. Area kuffour da pensu. First year yan to kan ye tesumpo. And then 1 year munya in fact munya 1 year 11 months they are 4 times. If we say Ghana for no to echi na wo hwe no me cost no. Nurses for the teacher for am catch am say ye ba sa back clause ye be yi ni nyina afuro. Every year be ebe for ankofo. At to the extent so more year adwuma class is see kran intimi ntwe omka. Office or mother. Office a more year adwuma o market twa omka se yentum na mpanifo ni bi akohia om kwetena ho a om nkasa yesi atum 5%. Am members yempe o ye ne mpanifo yakoka aka no atum. Okase sa no ma no next year Ghana for be din sa. And NDC may at least omonim issues no me do manim 2026 can they sit up not sell metal as a patapasem. You
see where that's where the problem is. We are very general secretary, we are general secretary, kwasia general secretary kwasia general secretary. Now the question here is party na omudi enim no focus na wahin. What are they ade chia mahama beko tetem ade chia yempese we ebedi president ade chia abani to cementing ade chia aban entua MMCs ka edian na party ne pe in this country Ghana obie ni wo betuma ma obie di president constitution nkwa na be decide who becomes president. It is only the constitution that decides. The constitution ka say yentoaba the constitution ka say abana yekoto no nipa trepe na wo say to nipa trepe na beto. Inti your focus should be on the constitution. But where is their focus today? Here Pentium 2. We need cement board. We need market board. And now just on one out in Ghana. You are not the only person living in Ghana. In some occasion in Ghana for Ghana, in Kenya de enutiantuma ba umiana. And into the other kind in now or chese enutiantuma ba umia. Into ba umia ba no abede. Obetua na sifo nyinaka. Ba umia ba no abede. Na workers organ nyina wato omubuom. Na ba umia ba no abede. Na electricity no dum so mbabiom. Ye wudu so time o. Na ba umia ba no abede inti enya den. Inti de okenya yenjai. Mama yantuma ndis yantuma ba umia yantuma MPP na mo be den. Oba beti petrol so. Oba beti utility bills so. Na utility bills yi enya wona wode ko si awawa say every 3 months bia for the next 12 years. That is how it's supposed to be. Omwe Jimmy. The party is done. The leadership of the party are foolish. They are misleading the followers of the party. In the government radio so kan we nyina no general kwasatri. General yakwasia. General kwasatri. Nanti ye sorry ani heden. Yanko heden yanko to abama MPP me heden. Now just say sorry be general radio so kan say John Mahama person ko tetem no na Ghana for atwetu esi kuruma na. Ye be constitution to wasem kwasia for mommra mekire mo adwene. Mo abandon sa committee no. Go and also share your opinion. Go and tell the committee this is what we also want. You did not go. And now, somebody be too comfortable. Mahama tetem. Now, who decide say obi be ko tetem so ko tetem? Say obi be to me the 3 terms of Ghana politics more a constitution be decided. Now constitution the 2 year ka say bra. Na be kire wadwene no koye. MPP mpanyfo sign the koye. MPP for sign the koye. You people are foolish. You people are very foolish. Now party for a whole year, you have not been able to send out one single message in your party. And the Ghana for say, this is our direction. The party has no focus, no direction. But I want to tell you people something. We should not underestimate the work now. Sa Constitution Review Committee we here, one of the best jobs I am who Republic of Ghana. It be no my tedious. We need to congratulate them. And whatever work they have done, they love Ghana more than you. We are all going to accept what is in this review. We are going to make sure constitutional have you taken your time to ask yourself what is in there? Did you go there to tell them what you want happen, you want to be changed in the constitution? No. Did your general secretary go there? No. Did your stupid flag bearers, any of the Sankwas, go there? No. Do you even have a party chairman? No. Does Salah Cow understand this process? No. Does Salah Mustafa Jimmy that the party leadership is stupid? Then you bring it down to the so-called delegates. Did you people take this serious? Did you go there to share your opinion? Se bibi kosuna enya anka ade wo yanke siye pandaya amosomontiasie anka even a day or 2 ago pandaya some we start here e yakobe 2 to 3 weeks. That time na committee wait to hold time. You should have gone there or could have gone there to tell them, say, this nature, we don't want something like this to happen in the future. Into this one, this our grievance. Anka committee ni beji. Mwejimi. The people will decide. Let me tell you, the constitution is an embodiment. Aye nipa na ewo kromo ye nyina adwene ne aka bom na dia constitution. Group of people be to decide my constitution. Aye nipa no ye ne be decide. And when the constitution says A, we will all go A. And when the constitution says B, and in the end, Ghana constitution say only the high court and able to be declare seat vacant. That is why we are all following the high court order. It is only when an injunction is placed on an election and a side election into me. So anything apart from that, the constitution says the high court, when it declares a seat vacant and parliament basically receives that note and endorses it, the rerun needs to go on. That's finality. Finito. It Mosa nkwara na Mudi MPP chi ya wo 2001, 1993, 1994. When you kuro chi 27 years, 26 years. Mosa nkwara no. So muni munyansa pa nka mbetena se busa mo say na party edi echire yi. Nyansani be pa na wo party. The party you people are following as NPP. There's no chairman. Muni chairman. Penyini otifia samba. Obaka say chairman is say onye biem party. A political party. Chairman to be sorry no catch him say mejai minye biem. A party. Na Ghana for time to me man kwasi 47. Now, this is another very interesting story I want to talk about. There
is no majority ethnic group. Take it from me. You need majority ethnic group. Yeah.
Ghana. Doc. I don't person ni pasha say kasa about this and that.
Every ethnic group is minority on its own in the context of Ghana. You need minority group say more than 50% of Ghana's population. You have one tribe, or say more than 50% of the population. Obi a bunoni, obi a fantini,
be a hafuni,
obi a hafu, obi a adanse, obi a setre,
The majority
be
a relative.
A relative. So one tells you fall into that mistake that say is shameful. Well, not proceeding at the exercise for Munyantis. And no more. Oh, yeah, the pro. It's a TV. There is nothing like a single majority ethnic group in the country.
So you're hopeful.
Every before illiterates, the Okan Motiasie, Montiasie, Pizza to for Motiasie, Motuana Mudimata, Mumubi, Quasiade Nayamo, Refi Mukra, and Zena Mudimba Mitim, Pizza to 40 Bina Mudim Quasia Semono, Mumubi Namonom red and ice mob bodam, Mumubi. I saw an apocan Motiasie, ended an apo airpe. You see, Sir boys were more MPP Muno. I don't use a gun of Jimmy. Suddenly, as a man apocan maybe kana asanteka se mamu na matiasie or say ethnic group be any Ghana. A bit my friend who say on a majority. Na po ya santini ba u. Politics inti. And the oka kasakwa chira sante. When your friend kasakwa idiomatic expression. Ananya sa oka kasakwa chira sante se si ati asante peja abetri se yene asante yene group na ye ethnic asante ethnic group no or say no ethnic group in Ghana can call itself the majority. Ebia okasa na ojin so obi kana wotia men frɛ ho sɛ o majority na po because of politics unim de oye after odi nkwasi asɛm wie didi Kwame Nkrumah atem after omugina stage didi entafo atem right now no what he wants to do is say he wants to throw his own people under the bus. For Ghana phobia, ebio mojimi to think is na po eni munyansa. Enti sebio the oya say and the okache Ghana phobia say or some tias say saa nyoma na matete say nkofo bi ti Ghana omo so omo ya asantefo ka say omo na omo ye the majority in Ghana omo ye ethnic group no or say oka or ya santini ba otumfo na tete no asantini bia na asantefo bia tumi bia wa no ka say omo no ye the biggest ethnic group in Ghana. And that was the message he wanted to send out there. Now, he wanted to please every ethnic group. After he stood in Kumasi, Ekache Ghana for say, Kwame Nkrumah ni Kwasi Abenyi. Now, Kwame Nkrumah, he did not only represent Edia in Krobo, and I say, in Zemafu, Kwame Nkrumah represented Ghana. Kwame Nkrumah to say Kente. So when he stand in Kumasi, in the past, we have heard Onananumbi and some of Maakye Kwame Nkrumah. You dream say along the way no mumbe bunu so besi some adwene kakra about division, tribalism, divisive statement no usa ebe de ebe concretize no ube de ice ne be 2 so be ka kire say ye ne Kwame Nkrumah no. Now okotena fi no maka kire say hey Ghana no enye ye nko aya de awu ansa na ubetu benya tumi political tumi e Ghana no. Every single tribe is powerful than you think. Intende asibesi wasabetena TV say oh oya santini debia santifo de bom ho ye ne biggest tribe ye ne so ye pese ye tie ho and then napona sebio me na otumfo na me do piaw napona otumfo say ono na de sika hwe no tete no school no napo say sebio etuanyonko ho atuaduam nanso de obetu aduam o see memma santini bia anya na adwene say omo tribe ya sante tribe no bigger than any tribe in Ghana. They should not dare make that statement. Intinapo send yes opa asma ka kire nyankopa ka kire mframa or ka kire otumfo or ka kire santeman yes akwara or de ekabebe fie no otija ho ana obo besia asema oka no sebio wakama wahye atade asem na atade or ka kire otumfo na santeman say mumma yenjai saade no samo petu media ma me asantini ba samo pese Ghana for je ye party na ye nana baafo akoto na o ya asantihene chiame etiye na mumenja isa kasa na ye kan tantantan se ye na ye so asante ye Ghana then ye tribe ye so no o see o ya asantini na o kan o sa ye dihye o see mema tribe bia mbu no ho enka nkire ne ho se o ye majority tribe in Ghana. Now Paul wants power. Now Paul wants to reclaim Adiana ni adwin se oye no. Napo is throwing Asantemai under the bus. And the funny thing is, Napo is speaking the truth. Bloggers said, "You're ba." and then the one district, one blogger, which no one that. But the crane America no. And then yantro. Napo today, officially, Wamagana of what I say. So Oko Tina baby, Oko platform biso, Oko Tina a kubim, no more catcher say, Asantesom, Yana dia Santia, or so ya Santini this year. There is no ethnic group in Ghana, but my catcher Ghana for say, on or son. Bama Bianca dem, or say politics in tea, we dig Ghana term, and the or catcher say, Nena nanom, and yo bia. Or see or no, Nena nanom. Na santi samni nyina no obeso kire Ghana for say nya Ghana asante yeshu enti right now no yeso pasma ka kire Onyankopon aka kire mframa o ka kire santeman because since say ye wo me menti say tribe bi na ethnic group bi na no aka say they are powerful than every ethnic group in Ghana e kire asante fo nko since say ye wo me nyino asante memu nyino oboase. Since say a woman, maintain say Kusasi for Akase, they are the biggest tribe in Ghana. Maintain say Mampurisi for Akasa, maintain say Fanti for Akasabida, maintain say Kuffour, and nine crime for, and I say Ebia, Sefi for. The only time Robert said a ethnic group because almost soon a Ghana cry constitutional, Omanhene such Ghana no, na ya Santi for, and there. Asante ni de hia otum for tena bedwam e ka kira asante ene abosuma o mawu atwa asante ma ho hia se ne nana odo no a ode na ko school atwa school fees ya man be vice president and the sa nana no ka kira asante se de otum for ka de asante ka ensama omu bia o ma no ka se asante tribe no so no tribe bi ani Ghana so kamena me ko kan ya anke bedi matam na we de e asante de hie e ye napo mo men san ko tie napo meet come.
There is no majority ethnic group. Take it from me. You need majority ethnic group. Yeah.
Ghana. Doc. I don't person nipa shall say kasa about this and that.
Every ethnic group is minority on its own in the context of Ghana. You need minority group say more than 50% of Ghana's population. You have one tribe or say more than 50% of the population. Obi a bunoni, obi a fantini,
be a hafuni,
obi a hafu, obi a adanse, obi a setre.
The majority
obi
a relative.
So one tells you fall into that mistake like of a shameful. Well, one proceeding at the Kusas for Munyantis. And no more. Oh, yeah, the pro. It's a TV. There is nothing like a single majority ethnic group.
Besides, get me the 2010 census. I want to show them something. Hey, Oma kotinasi. Oma ya analysis no. Oma hu numbers no. Oma ne afedi omo bat the conclusion say Asante to me for MPP ma power. Even in the Ashanti region, they catch them in 2023. They say the NDC will take election 2024 from the Ashanti region. Now. Oma tenase, oma ya analysis no. Oma unsa dabi. Sa ade na da no e kasa Asante som. Sa Asante tribe way and na ye Ghana no oma unsa when it comes to politics, when it comes to real dynamics, when it comes to the modern day Ghana, the way we have been intertwined, people are moving from region to region. Nobody in Ghana can carry themselves so they can bring one political party to power. So what Napo and the MPP are trying to do now and say they are trying to carve the other tribes they have undermined, disrespected for years. Now say what is Omotaka say? I Asante between the MPP about power. Omojaika. Because now they have done the analysis. Omo usa Asante memu krampa ya Asante maimuno. So check the number of votes or Asante for vote to do 3%. Until right now, no. Omatinasi will say, let us carve our message differently. Let us try and bring everyone along. Utam to me more medi to me because menshia catcher say sebio otum fona na ye ya begi to me the about Asante sa no be catcher. Enti what you are listening one of their acts omono when they are in opposition they are very good actors. Majority of omono act obra and efiura omo nyina no MPP for with all due respect enyo nyina kakrebi. Enti they know how to act in opposition. But unti politics nasia. I am now showing you how the MPP play their games. Into right now, no, from now, no, omo message na be say, enya Asante nkwana so, enya yankwana to the MPP ba power. Me Asantini nanso entafo hu hia. Me asantini enkranfo here. Me asantini enfantufo here because obese odefe mu amaka. Odefe mu wie na ode afidie ne pamwa. Oje tumi na o say eye ye nana baafo akoto. Otiti ni mo rem £700 and ot MPP. Into MPP na asante for party. It is see, they are seeing a reality. And I can tell you on authority, NPP can never win any election in the Ashanti region again. Me catch almost a bomu diakuso. You know why? Because the tone, the language of the NPP has not changed. Last time I catch Baumia say, you need to go with Napo. Now Baumia too is contemplating. On Sankofa Santini. They cannot skip Asantini. Because the party has a primitive mentality. The party is still stuck in that mentality whereby almost say a ethnic group be a day na otum for the share and the Ghana. Nan say asamusi ya say otum for the son. Asante na son. At a point to crampono, yeah, Constitution of Republic of Ghana 1992. Nipebiti almost said they don't want to be part of the constitution. We were in this country, and the Kobicho letter command the Queen in England say, Omunya day, Omun severe Ghana, Omun free Ghana, Yencha Omun free Ghana, Omun Ti Omun, Napo Yomunana. And that has been the conversation for years. How comes so suddenly? Because Napo has come to blow himself up. He is trying to make it look like, say, and the Asante, the Asante na muhuno. Asante tribe on your tribe, ethnic group in your group bia, and also be arguing and say Osun Ghana. Yen a minority. When did we all become minority? Abra Ashanti regional minister to me say, Entafoba Asante fo kroma, yabomo panie.
Sa akamba ye o ye sa yi beto platform so no. Akamba me kam wati. Isim for money rollings na sha memuase since 1981 to 2001. And tough for no more Ghana and dear Panama, we are messing for no. And tough for Sikaya free rolling stamp. When it Muslim for ya ne sign. And you be a symphosia and a diaconan, name you know. Liman, any a Mahama. Omudiaconan, dear no much my a Jabba Mahama to be in the same war. Oh, I come back with the walk with the Muslim war. Who come Muslim war, Yankam, Ose, where I judge the Kamuka and cry. Seven tough for no friend Munyansa, Munyas come up a cast out, one for the Chibuku. I must say, come at Tantai. It's in for my bass out in Nasa the Kubukrum. I'll compare or secretary, you say, organize the idea. I school for the Jana, Yenya Babina, Yenya Babina. If you teach it's in for apart from the woman for no moves, said and Papa. And for the sister and Papa beam. Amu jabanyo and tough and Eddie Ghana kunya. Mahama bedi fear now. Sika on for more to me and sending nano. Mahama and first cano, uncle I said, one Franco Hotel Dubai. And confirm me, I didn't answer to call. Scared him myself from Western. The whole Ghana, ye jeopardy in your necessary for this kind of boamo. Monsam for about to teach them more. Asante Fante, I do cocoa. And the bread do cocono, as on the former son, your mom's scholarship. Listen, for man quite a more school free. I am not to buy in. Why I said no, I see interest will be a typical be. Oh, I come about your deeds and quasasamo. What's the judge will buy and deal with you more? Mobile Mabacanca, Mabaka Kumasi. Since 79 to 2001, how many years? 20 something years ago. Number runs it's the phone runs the boys. Come back, but she been and kutam. Then I'm years more. I'm going to say from class someone, Moke Kaza Kufuado. 1 year then, Mammo. And therefore the answer the moon will be done. I come back now, do Yabato, 18 some fool. I'd be a Kwakamomi and Cassim for them. Now some now back more book Maswania, it would do so. I'm why entertainment. You won't punish and more workroom. Quite some form would you know. Because in time for the rest of the Yet, what I said in time for the tour. But Sasama Quakwana Mutu Diano. I come back to a deal, same class. Mobile says, as on the phone, a diaconyasu said, and I can't phone a diaconyasu and fear you back. I said, the modern fear you know, Kagana and Yanko be a cabaret. Therefore, Musa didn't say.
So, Napo of a new. Ah. Eden and then I put TV so can say tribe be any Ghana a majority. But you have been made to believe from infancy. Say your tribe will be a almost such a tribe will be a Napo belong to that tribe. And then Napo say Omoboa. It is because they have done the maths. And Omokotinasino, this is a census a year 10 years ago. The new one will come very soon. In Tomaya maths, no, on some of the chair before elections, no, Omo who say, so Oba Ashanti region, Asante Memua, yet to Aba, Asante Fuanka Sankas Omba to Aba, no, Omuntumini MPP, ma power da. And you see these numbers. This is 2021. We are in 2025. The numbers have multiplied. And they say, Unga dang be 59,000. It is almost 70,000 now. So I want to for 187,000. It is almost 230,000 now. So who go for 53,000 in 2021? It is almost 60,000 now. So who go for 204? It is almost 240,000 now. So who Mole Dagbani for 670? They have crossed 700,000 now in the Ashanti region. So who Greece for 129? They have crossed 130, 140. So who Mandi for 143,000? They have crossed 160,000. And other ethnic groups are normally 82,000. They have crossed 100,000. So the possibility that these numbers going up, but over Ashanti region account for more 3.8 million. We account for now how many accounts and what account for bonofo, infantifo, kuffour, sehifo, account for come say 3.8 million was Ashanti region. In the say Asante for mu free otumfo omuya this year yemfa 2 million more. Na yen check 1.8 no emfama omo maka omoti Asante memu. Then say 2 million in the omu nyina beto ama MPP. Remember, all the 2 million cannot vote for MPP because enyo omu nyina need 18 years and over. And if even yenya nipa emu 1.5 million the omo ye legitimate voters ombetuma to about that day no, they are not going to reach 1.5 million. And now, it is not going to be 1.5 million. So you can see clearly, they see, Ashanti region almost stronghold. They have seen it. They know. And right now, they are throwing their own under the bus because they are trying to fool the other tribes to say, Dabi Asante Neson. Sa Asante no, Yajatum Eson. Let's keep it like that. Me say, sa 3 million, o de umpa mfa 2.5 million ma Asante for nkwa, Asante for mapa. Omu free menhia ya de hia am ya Asante for. Yemfa 2.5 million out of their account 3.8 no. Yemfa 2.5 million. Still, you will get less than 1.2 million being legitimate voters. And the legitimate voters, when a chira was say, sa 2 million they ama Asante for nkwa or 3.8 no. Omu nyina beto ama MPP. What shows you? Then a possibility so many, but they are all not going to vote for NPP. And if you are an MPP, then you are still hoping and thinking, say 2028, Ashanti region member 1.8 million, 1.1, but damn, you are not going to get it. It is done. And they have done their maths, they have done their research, they know that they have lost the Ashanti region. Next elections, NDC will take another 5 seats from the Ashanti region. Yes. 5. They will take it. They will collapse NPP's dominance in the Ashanti region. The NDC will take solid 5. Research has been done. Work has been done. The target is there. 5. We will take it. Me catch him say, me good party no. The day I be a manutia me yere, and I'm say you are done. Me share me nyanko pombo. Me say me good party no. I will nullify it. Mo betum dia aboso mo twa santema hu nyina hia abegunsa. I will nullify it. And I keep telling you people, the NPP is a tribal party. They think we are foolish. When the NPP goes into opposition, suddenly they become patriotic. They become Ghanaians. So NPP call position automatically no munyina bedane Ghana for and a munyina munkasa and a munyina maedin Ghana ni etno yanyina yando do ehu mo me anchichire Ghana hwe se de ekoso emmoa munim se etumi chichire Ghana. Na so mtena TV so na mo ya mesre. Mo me anchichiri Ghana mbom, mo hwe de ekọ, John Mahama be so say man no, dia na ekoi, mo me nyina anchichiri Ghana no, na Ghana ya me na wodia, asofo gwan, na ekiri mpanifo mo ga, na mo nim se mpanifo Ghana. Inti mo pipi mo nim se mpanifo Ghana na mo bo nipa nwotwe tuo. Da mo nim se mpanifo Ghana inwan. Na mo me nyina de ekoso de, panyini ben na wo Ghana for 8 years na panyini ni Ghana. Ene na mo pe panyini. Omo nyina ewu. Omo nyina ewu. Panyini ni hobiam. Tama na mo botuo. Tama na muntumi enka se mo pese ye nyina chichiri Ghana mo kofa for atamra mmoa. Mo nyina mo nya press conference say ye MPP ye be se chichiri Ghana ye be se omo mabo ekro ni ye de omo be fie mo nka nche kuffour de so nkofa ofori atamra. Nwan. Yensa ma mutumi na mo ofori atansamra. Ye ma mutumi na mo kuffour de ne gabi mu nsamra. Ye ma mutumi na mo be kenten so mebo etuo nkuye ye ne NDC betene ewu. Na mo jesi erefi ana. Nwan. Mo me anko enim mo adwa. Mama bloggers wiki, mama be 2 weeks, mo discuss it. I decide what you people discuss because one blogger, one factory emia. This is a very important topic. Ochina beko TikTok do go. Hey, can we tell us say? Interesting way pa who is saying. Yeah, party no here. Omo Jimmy Bruta. Mama kakra red meat. A piece of cold cat. Aye. Kwam yogurt.
Yeah. What be this? Pen. To be down father, my family writing, but I gonna rap them dead. Look at this. Cook. Why you be that? No. Into me fret ID, pin him running and take our blood. Oh, say give me look. I get the and quine. And again, the member the million crown, I'm on with them come on. Ne, baby, I'm going to punches. Me, upon chance to go my John Day said, I can't try to do so. I fight it. Only look, me punch hard. Me short the bass. Okay, for you, my tea questions. Never get the what in the boat. Won't you see a sequate pushy car cost 1 make good, 2 be cool. Mempede rap no, I take food, me the Jimmy, my Philly, money hilly, to 2 I drink James stop us all. A quay guy besides a mime, a rap or crowd about something Rasta pie. Can't else die. I mean, I can't new king be, but my bit to my number. Why me the vampire? Somebody gets in crime. I punching on no idea. Loa, me basso, and come station was one me station. Me farm, me form, me friend, me get me see a tray in ya. What
why every day the can be share, take a share, say more than about empathy.
Agumpa and found who made the bedroom so beating it here, punching on no she up you fire the above whoever you crazy say. You should say, me rap number is right for daily break. Come from Cape to here, but say anyway, you see the face to me and the straight to head. The gas auto, bass a toe, so me rap to me more about Fiato. So the cancer, gonna for anthem, we go baby, I guess when year end to never jump. And so me so statistical, so what you do, me say, find out what to like you jump.
Warriors, Ashanti region. Asante ethnic groups asa ethnic group no ene na ye the biggest yajatum yanti kroma mo twempenifo muntie eye fremo pare de okafa asante man ho
2024 eye yen Asante region eye yen yakon ekon no aye kon no se yen ye dinkunim Yedi kunima na asa. Se Asante region. Se yedi obia owo register so 80%. Omo betwa ba bibia ye bekan wo baabia na ekosi fi. Eno nti ye bibia ye no ye hunu se ebeboa ama Yetumi and Yetumi no ana. Asante region is our region. Asante region is MPP. Asante is the most important region and therefore ye be biara omo ye no ye beta mochi na. Asante is the most important region and therefore ye be biara omo ye no ye beta mochi na ye tumi emma party no enjina ewa Asante. Asante is the most important region and therefore ye be biara omo ye no ye beta mochi na
2024 campaign ye And don't catch it say tribe be endua a strong. Yenina ye pe. Yenya pe Ashanti neso. I can't Asante for tribe na ekese. Yenina ya jatum. Obiel tumi sisana no. Ye jinem yan sisano. Otu for said to ne ohene kese na na me do piaw. And ntoko esibokui otu for na atene siesie Asante na ya Asante. Dia na obeka. Asante so ya jatum. Obian sisana no yenda ne no. Mosi Asante ne so yenyina ekutem. Now what the mumu where another story, Mr. P. All right, this is gone. This is gone. Me who video be, I want to react to that video. The misinformation is getting too much. Abrantie bi watena TV so atena radio so etwatro ache. And you see, deliberately, you decided to say you're responding because or you're irrelevant. Or you're irrelevant because na adwene wo form. Or you're irrelevant because or the emotions and your journalism. Or you're irrelevant because Odrin say when she stays on that line of what we call deliberate jandam. Or the bibia efa bibi to say experience aka unwa amanfo ehu dwuma boni a odi. I saw this video of this man or this radio station be the piece who say okay we say then about Bank of Ghana a pumpy dollar a good system. Like you can see say he's very shallow. And sometimes people need education because and you'll be on TV so kasaboko be nim nyansa. Ubu ha with Jimmy fitting kwalabrim. But the issue is because they have the opportunity to speak, you know. I no mo kasa na utia but you say where do nim nyansa. But when you would say na say kasa we na utina busa one question say and some nipa nika ye nyina nyansa nim. And this is something they have been doing for long. Momi yanko tie eya brantie we.
No me hu say yanka say nuanom joy for aye. Publication me about say government has spending about $10 billion from January to now to sustain our exchange rate. In fact, and in all sincerity and honesty, bad. Me dreadini dollar bar from Abuame. But for us as a nation, ya ye nyine ni madie ba kwa edi enyenti ama ya dollar to cedi hunkomodie no enwie peyo. Now within 1 year, you're spending $10 billion just to show up your dollar. And you're sitting commodia, dear. Then it's a challenge. "24-hour economy, according to Ragusitano, needs $4 billion. And Udim Nebe Diamaye, a big creative Numa, a big open up production, $4 billion. Pumping $10 billion into the economy, I created thousands of jobs. Baby, a cranium madi free. Anything and the so could you more, and then maybe boy a was through. And then money boss be brinanka say near my ye my way, and a nebo was through. But the Madudu a ye carry boy man because $1 no, I be easy access on Sabbath me account no, and then a boy from there's no choice about that. The Makato say because I'm a coast on tea, me cranium money be. And the last month, I'm never cry by and cry no. Must save it close to about 20,000 because of dollar above for money. But I continue to ask myself, say, yeah, then yet we pump $10 billion for BB. I say, and money yeah. When you use $4 billion, yet me a boy expanding my production, Jina Nasu ye. Am I a dinema be break from me on it? And then my credit from on any ball memono, yet me extra and be a long lasting thing for us. But I rather choose to spend $10 billion to create jobs in other people's country. Yes, President Bakachre said Bank of Ghana making some interventions. Some of us near thought say but $10 billion, Mr. President, is too much. It's too much. Ye mabunu ni here juma. Do you know the number of jobs at $10 billion in our economy? Bet me a created the amount for. Bedi nyako kani ema wa monane. And now porter a month for a crown ema bo memuno enya de ketwa. Because dollar rate above form. For how long are we going to continue to pump in $10 billion to show up your currency when the fundamentals are becoming weak? And I make say the whole Ghana, one more year portrait kuko. And kuko farmer KFC. The whole Ghana. Nipa se ne wo sike betimi ato akoko 150 cities ekum nawe. Dina man ye den se sebi yakasa ne me go mamu ne betimi support wo mo ama ne ma ne bo abafom. Rather we celebrate around baby betimi take time. They are building here. Can we tell ourselves as a nation say your selected companies best at 3. Omejia emu Omayemo, I buy the bet $10 billion every. Aduma Ben na what Ghana I buy $10 billion every. And crowd my bay. So why do we pump $10 billion just to sustain a currency? Eti enna yen timi say nya be won ba bia dollar say kekako. So tell you timi nya another $10 billion fa mu bia mu a. Na sa show up. It's simple for.
You see the problem with these people. They take everything literally. What where they be pump. Pump. Ya pump your gum. And you say, we find it literally. Inti governor net tam 10 billion to buy egu basket in odinam jom no yiche. This is the level of ignorance. This is the highest level of ignorance. Hene ni ma se na ma miewu. The oti and oti pump into oti see a pump no and one ogina so na de nyina say aden na ban na pump agum aban ne pump gu he into Bank of Ghana governor tam 10 billion egu ni kom and egu ka to and sorry o say je and wa pump egu system nim and e gese sa na ti dan ka ohia ni Ghana ana meboa say 10 billion and I buy the time or to go Ghana system say yendi sena and I senka ohia ni Ghana and no can go so busa question say enti the 10 billion egum and I say this obi ahụ chire no enti say you just understand the things the way they are said na dwene wo form na dwene sa because all that he heard was that MPP ni bitina radio say unim say aban no a pump 10 billion. Enti na use a pump no e de say ye pia egu tire so ne ya behwe egu Ghana na obi afum bi na nsa nka bi enti 10 billion no ye fa nkoye 24-hour economy enti ye 4 billion na ye de kwa 24-hour economy ye 8 billion na ye de kwa 22-hour economy ye enti se ne be ya ye de ni kwa shawa eno enna imbre bi kwase abala na ote ono so adon FM ya ne eye bofro tete wa o ka se an adentina ye dede about passport. And you say and the passport, ya teswa, and for so ben was so. That is how they think. Mukai, that 98D, get over Brazil to say the Brazil to say 10. No, no, now you say passport, ya teso, and then by Yama Ghana. You see, they are basically daft. These are nobody so. Okasan uti asmo kaya or say, and yet dollar na akofom no, or no so or fakoko or your cold store. We nyam faso. Tielin kasa do. On one enu masem no, or say dollar na aba form no, or no so crack ukwo. In fact, we nyam faso 20,000 B. So if so obi pump 10 billion. Now as an individual, every chicken you buy, you make 20,000. Do you know the number of people in Ghana who are also into the same trade you are in and making the same amount? Put it together. Monfaswono, Samoka Kaboma, it is over 10 billion. Do you know that? Adena mono, Yakasa Monko Square Monko. Yakasa Montanas Namo analyzing in some Samonye. Well, catch him say, yes, Emum, Misso, Cold Store. Na Nanka Medjin so because upon the 10 billion now, Abano injecting into the system. Abano is trying, when a friend heading, when a friend a government and a Bank of Ghana, they are trying to find solutions to problems. We did not hear the government say, Oma printed $10 billion. Yantisa Bank could charge $10 billion in Ghana cities. So you were supposed to ask yourself, where is the government getting the 10 billion to subsidize? Because one, Senkabani Chasika Guon or say, Mechasika Guo, Gabu, Masasa Kuguma are different. It didn't go so okay, you see a buyer spending 10 billion. No money on the way. Omukobo Bessiana. A Ghana and Kazasika, na 10 billion no, I will say a pumping, a bar system, a year day. One can say what radio so justify say, so 10 billion no, it has made your business easy. It has created some profit for you. What's how saying? You say you have saved money after the importation. The reason why you were able to save money is because the money now was sign, dollar now do sika, city sign dollar now cry no matter buy one boka. So what the government of Ghana or the governor, the Bank of Ghana is doing is say, send your beya was a sika so koton namu abruchira. Ebebano now get the enshi, you know. That is what the government does. So what they are doing is they are helping you to survive. Now when your is a draw survive what. Ujina ka say medium SD ni ntima ma me duro no nom abuofunu into nua de onya esa ma me ahwe no. Inti you see these people are sitting on radio say initially we started tiena just on nyansa but okasa ko echira bo so we Jimmy because when you listen to him very well we sound say okay what does it mean by 10 billion pumped into the system as you're saying Omega just I buying the 10 billion or pump 10 billion or the day or the bar or pump good system. Where did it go? Where did the 10 billion go? I saw when you joined this bino kasa. When on the radio so you inti ono the word no the better radio so no pan a pump or pump I buy a pump. Let me just say because I buy $10 billion. Sike go and omo pump good system nim. But I buy a pump na sa cost on nguye na nda utumi eto nyoma abra o capital and share woda wo profit in there then Abano is looking out for you Abano or show. And the Bank of Ghana every monetary policy bia and every intervention they are making they are making it to save your business. So ochina obesore no pa na usika edaho eye cedis eye 200,000 Ghana cedis. Over sorry, that's a dollar and do 17. Who are you going to blame? A Kroben now sorry, I want who say Omo currency are stable throughout their lives. We are talking about even when you talk about inflation. You can say inflation, akofoma. Last but you say Omanhene mo. You see, you can say inflation about ebia single digit. It does not mean say near ton pen be 2 cedis. Say inflation every 13 eba 3 year. It means adiachia pen the price and say 10 cedis eba 2 cedis. It doesn't work like that. It's the pace at which the prices of goods and services start to reduce. It reduces at a reasonable pace, whereby at the end of the day you could see say the margins. You can basically calculate the margins of reduction. Into because inflation about for ma near say yatinyo maswa say tom cement 100 Ghana, you will not go to the market because inflation was 23 and today it is 8. It is going to be 2 cedis. It doesn't work like that. It is the pace at which things decrease. It is the pace at which things prices drop. So it drops at the pace. So you can determine the price in the market. And into Ghana Statistical Service, they are able to give you a forecast. Your trajectory, no. Your CBI inflation drop here. When we do the maths and analysis, we know that if it's dropping at the pace 1.5 maybe a second, it means in the next 3 months things are going to drop to this price. So they do forecasts. Into inflation, and it's a bit inflation. You can say inflation to single digit, and just say you have to 20,000 Ghana. Every single digit I will say 2 cedis. It does not work like that. It is the pace of pricing. How things. So if you're able to measure the pace of your pricing, how it increases and drops, that is how you are able to measure your inflation. And you see, this guy, Literal translation, what about now? Bank of Ghana pump 10 billion. Busa almost almost confirm sika no way. Obia for sika. Oh sorry, $1 need do 17. Oh sorry, aban akacho se cement yatum. Won koko na wo kofa no yatum. Ujetira udi di djuma no ase. Adina mumu bi mo jimisa basic understanding of stuff. Mutie wu he mo hu he. Ma menche wa de. Because a currency intervention, there is a simple definition for that. So literal, you're pumping. We are journalists. On kasasa, you don't speak like that. You're pumping, and you're pumping. But let me educate you people a little bit. More to radio soon. You feeding with some cocoa, and a mother da Ghana fwa and kwasiade. Right team. Let me take some 2 minutes and do this quickly. When you read, your friend BB, currency intervention or FX intervention. It is when a central bank, like the Bank of Ghana, sells foreign currency, usually dollars, into the market. Now, there are reasons. One, increased dollar supply. Now, one kasa wokasa no, what's the idea? Dollar nebu into biya access to dollar. That is the reason why the dollar is on at 17. Because when you have access to dollar, about Chibaka chose ononkwana what dollar no. Because you're paying you per China ko chinichi. You don't chop cedi in China. You only spend dollar in China. Now, how are you going to get to China with cedi? You have to go to the banks or the black market to get dollar. Now, if there's no dollar in the system, Abochi is going to sell $1 to you at 18 Ghana cedis. Now, the Bank of Ghana can study the market and say, no, we have some surplus. What we are going to do is we cannot spend this money and waste it. Let us reinvest this money into the system by making sure that people get access to the dollar. Your money, your capital will not be affected. So you get access to dollar. Into dollar or 11, you can still buy dollar at 11. Actually, so 11.1. Send obi and hijacking the price of dollar because the scarcity of the commodity no and then the price hike no ever. So I didn't be wa and then the money bwokosro. And if you're able to manage how you can get access to a particular service, goods, or whatever, you are able to manage your economy. Into what we call intervention. The government does not just go pick money and say 10 billion, pump. It does not work like that. The Bank of Ghana is like the money doctor. Or shall we no prescribe a more drama. Yarebi owa ehia edru a dose in wasro. And a yarebi owa ehia edru a edian dose in what form. Into a high fever. Your high fever edru a amde intervene high fever yare no. And a be mild migraine. And it's now bad. You'll be a friend of the interest rate. It has dropped into what cold store the same. So Okoji loan or banker because the interest rate has dropped. No, you Okoji loaner and the insewing is slow. So change dollar no swap. Dollar no affect too much. So you are able to pay your loan and also go out there and buy. Into the Bank of Ghana is looking at different problems and trying to get antidotes to them. Now, the reason the intervention of forex intervention or currency intervention, second, reduce the pressure on your cedi. When there's pressure on your cedi, the dollar will overshadow the cedi, and that you as a businessman, you will struggle. Into what's not a year aduma. Don't misinform people. Now, stabilize exchange rate volatility, because you see, the market price is determined by how stable your currency is. If your currency is not stable, investors and businesses are not able to put a lot of confidence in what they do. That means they are going to all draw. They are all going to pool their money into say, or a multinational company, not Ghana, not on to predict tomorrow where the city is going to be or the dollar is going to be. Obekacho said, can you please transfer my $20 billion into my accounts, my company accounts in China? Because he can trust that in 6 months, the Chinese currency against the dollar is going to be stable in China. So to prevent the investors from leaving your market, you need to find a way to stabilize. So the question here is, pump, no? Do you understand what you were talking about? Say, wa pump 10 billion. Na me raho. Obi ajo ma misika. Obi ajo ma misika. Now, when you move in, there will be common terms used in Ghana. Dollar injection, forex market support, BOD FX auction, and asset intervention, liquidity support in the FX market. That's it. It is all over the place. Even the United States of America, at a point, they find ways to make sure their dollar is strong in the market. Because the moment the international market sees any weakness in your currency, they override you. And that is why people have been put at the Bank of Ghana to study. Omajumano say, a businessman like you, capital then it means they have failed in their job. Now, your concern is what the 10 billion into identity the 10 billion. You have 24-hour economy. See, a 10 billion, no, 24-hour economy. Na adiechi, na sidino at the end of the dollar, no, 32. 24-hour economy, how are you going to profit? Now, remember, Ujnaoka say, we are creating jobs for other countries. Now, let me tell you. So, we see a cra in Yamni every abruchriba into eno emma importers aircraft more things into Ghana into a creative juma ewo obi kroswa. The question is, don't we also export stuff? Countries that are exporting things from Ghana, no, are they also not creating jobs back home in Ghana? Now the question here is, so importers no ekran your money free other countries. Now about Ghana, when the importers make profit, do they take the money back to where at the end of the day they brought the things up? They keep the money in the country. So at the end of the day, you cannot get a win-win. It's a 50-50 thing. And from economics, anything you don't put all your eggs in one basket. Wait, Jimmy, you need to understand. It is not easy. You are managing a federal bank. You are managing everybody's business. Every single day, Dr. Isiama at the Bank of Ghana needs to make sure, say, whoa, how does he do that? It is only to make sure, also making sure, say, you have confidence in the system. How are you going to get confidence in the system? Send your beya wo koda na jua. Unimsa won sorry no. Usika eda bank na Ghana cedis no. O converting in dollar na 50,000. 1% adia bechile na about 22,000 because the dollar price na kosro. That is what the Bank of Ghana does for you. Why like you grandpa no obi anka nche say ye printi sika na ye try 60 billion ayira. Obi say he is trying to save you your economy. Obi for ma 10 billion. Obi for ma 10 billion. Huh? Obi for ma 10 billion. And sometimes people sit on radio. Na my money more say the my say nyanka na mu twatro. Na my say nyanka na mu twantro na mu misinform kofo pump mi yemu sheme matis yesi ya pump 10 billion mi yemu she o ma me 10 billion ayira asemesi obi aju 10 billion akoye. Now look at this. That was what I was telling him. Now Ghana's total exports increased to $9.3 billion from $5.8 billion in April 2024, Bank of Ghana. Nyoma ye export ye. Amount photo free Ghana ekwa abruchire no. We made $9.3 billion. Sikane ko hen antina Ghana ha. And I say almost so me create adwuma my Ghana ha ana meboa. This is the report from the Bank of Ghana. 2024. Nyoma ye export free Ghana na $9.3 billion. Tell us you create almost create adwuma my ana meboa. Because yes, you creating nyane and I'm for koye. Into yes, you creating more jobs. I didn't know be any juma or Ghana nye. I didn't know be Ghana be any juma nye because you to me I exported nyoman kwa $9.3 billion in 2024. Why is everyone not employed in Ghana? I didn't know much radio TV so much can kwasi asamza. I didn't know much radio TV so. Mama Ghana for kakra munim nyansa adena mojimisa adena just learn, just take your time, just read, just have a team, have a production team. Ask yourselves questions. Question yourselves. I don't expect you to be intelligent. I don't expect you to know everything. But because I woke up on Sunday, just question, ask, read some things. Just try and just be informed. Into almost 2024, 9.3 billion export here. No, say yes we create juma pa okrum how. Near so I exporting your money, yes we create juma man kofo. What how ne say? O sa fe won ti ase. The better with my MPP kwasi ampenyika say ya pump 10 billion no. Obetra TV so meti no. Yes say ya pump 10 billion. Bi emu sheme. Nenso me nkokora me ton me nyamfa so. If you say dollar number form, we will die. The
MPP of Darocha, Sakiskek, Victor Wusu, Kofi Buzia, Professor Edubwahe, Alajete, J.A. Kuffour, those men of value, those men of integrity are not what we have today. I tell you without mincing words, the 5 people who are contesting, wanting to be flag bearers, are just sankwas. I tell you without mincing words, the 5 people who are contesting, wanting to be flag bearers, are just sankwas.